心を超えて強く踏ん張った心はシャイニングスター
It's episode 90 of the Red Leaf Retrocast Anime Edition. It is a new year, new podcast. Probably same old podcast. Podcast is 4 years old now, officially. How about that?
That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time, yeah. Tori, Hickey, you guys are here to join me for yet another retro anime review.
Yeah,
it's good to be back.
Yeah, I mean, something about this, supposing to be our last podcast of the year, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, some people don't have the commitment.
Yeah, that's true.
My God.
Some people they're not willing to make sacrifices, such as I don't know.
Telling their family to go fuck themselves.
Such as, taking time out of their holiday to to record a podcast.
While, some of us have only 20 days of vacations and they really wanted you.
And while we were supposed to record a podcast, we were instead sitting there playing video games. It's like disgusting.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you guys are trying to make me feel bad.
What? No. We'll give you that idea.
Yeah. If I want to make you feel bad, I would just say other things that I shouldn't name in the podcast or ever say in a record that can use against me in a courtroom.
And for legal reasons, that's a joke.
That's not a joke. That is a legal advice. As a lawyer, for the love of God, don't say things in a record. Don't say things you're gonna regret in a record. Or at least don't send anyone.
Well, we've done a really bad job at that then, but all right.
I'm sure there's something one of us has said that we regret on this podcast.
I know there is something some point of us said that we never want to see be brought up by anyone else ever.
I actually was contacted about my drunken escapade on the Cowboy Bebop podcast recently. That was good times. Good, almost 50 episodes ago. How about that?
Yeah. What, the armchair psychologist, did they offer you some help with your drinking problem?
I was just like, what were you drinking? You think I remember?
I think you drink.
I wouldn't remember the day after. Never mind that.
I think you drink what, a full bottle of whiskey or something like that?
No. I believe it was like I had 4 to 6 beers or more.
No. I'm pretty sure you drink some.
It could have been scotch.
You had something special.
It could have been very well been scotch.
Yeah, you had something special. I think there's if you go to our little channel, there's probably the photo you sent us before the podcast. I'm pretty sure it was some special whiskey, some sort, and you just drank it all in like a sitting, and suddenly everything started going to shit. I was like, oh, there we go. It's the fact. It's the thing.
Best podcast ever. Red Leaf Retrocast. Drunken escapades talking about retro anime. This episode, if you couldn't tell by the title, is over the 1990s classic Butt Attack Punisher Girl Gautaman.
Which would be our Christmas anime, but someone had more important things to do.
Yeah. Yes, I had to.
It's a perfect Christmas anime. It really gets you in the spirit of things.
Yeah,
it's very religious. Really hits home.
It's about tolerance. It's about learning to live with other religions and be tolerant towards your brothers. Yeah,
all things Christmas is all about.
Aside the shady organization trying to, we're gonna get there. Or the other shady stuff that happens in the thing. We get there.
Just like Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody that joined us for the anime podcast episode today. I went snowboarding. My mom came up and visit. She flew from Texas, so it was nice seeing her for the second time in 2020. So that happened. Of course, when we got to the mountain, because the whole idea was to go snowboarding, because nothing says escape the coronavirus more than being alone on a mountain, basically. And of course, the day we get there, it's like 60-mile-an-hour winds. All the lifts are shut down, and then it rained all night. to melt all the snow away. So drove 6 hours to get to this mountainside that had no snow. So we're just like, all right, what are we doing? I guess we're drinking and watching Netflix for a few days. So that was my little holiday, and then New Year's, just went to bed, slept into the new year, and here we are. Tori, did you survive your earthquake?
Well, I mean, it didn't happen anywhere near me, so it's not an earthquake either.
Close call.
Like it's like a play thing. Basically, it's this phenomenon that happens, right, where it's like the ground, like the dirt and the clay, essentially, it goes from a solid to a liquid within seconds.
Yes.
And let's just say, when that happens where a lot of people live, shit goes bad real fast.
Yeah, it's soil liquidation.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar. It happens in Florida a lot. Causes.
Yeah, it happens here a lot as well. We've gotten a lot better at detecting it, so it's not that much of a problem. But for some reason, despite this being a very, a place where this would a very real possibility of this happening, they didn't really have control over it. And then, suddenly people kind of just woke up and realized that, hey, the ground is moving. We're moving. Our house is moving. We're dying.
Yeah, it's a pretty gnarly event when the water table rises. Yeah, why are we? What are we doing here? It's an anime podcast. We're breaking down geology.
Hey man, I'm just saying there should be an anime about this.
There should be an anime about soil liquidation.
Tokyo magnitude.
Kind of, but not really.
There's soil liquidation.
Yeah, kind of, but not really.
Although it just sinks.
Yep.
It just liquefies, and then it becomes bigger Tokyo Bay. One part of Tokyo. Anyway, hi. Hello.
Hi.
I drink a lot in the New Year's.
No
Congratulations. I drank a lot last night myself.
They said, you guys shouldn't commemorate the New Year's. And then the problem is, my city is full of tourists, and the tourists don't give a shit. They don't have fear. So no one is using masks anymore, but everyone is tourists. You can spot tourists because they don't give a shit. And so it's like, well, I mean, they would die drowning. Now they would die from some fires. So like doesn't change much my life. Well, it does change because they won't appear dead in my front yard or something. Regardless, it was fun. I went to the beach and some firework artillery exploded next to me again. I took a picture of it and I sent to my friend saying I had PTSD about 2019 to 2020 events, which were very, very fun. But yeah, then I drank a whole bottle of champagne by myself.
The good old champagne.
Yeah, it was very, very fun. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Sounds fun. Sitting on a beach by yourself, drinking.
Oh no, I just went to the beach to open the champagne and sit with fireworks. And then I went back home because there was something happening in the New Year's. So I said, you know what, I'm going home. There's no reason for me to stay here. Although everyone was like staying on, their own families and they're not getting together, getting close to each other. Again, there's a lot of tourists. They are not using masks. I have a 96-year-old grandpa who did like 2 surgeries in his brain, and I don't want to catch that thing because I'm going to his house to help him, right? While he recovers. So I don't want to get that. I'm extremely healthy, except the drinking part. I exercise. I have a healthy life. I have a healthy lifestyle. Which means if I catch the virus, which I probably did, I won't have any symptoms. That's why I don't want to, go around. And so since there was a bunch of people there, I saw the fireworks. I saw an explosion very close to me. I took some pictures and I went home. And then I drank. And I've been drinking for the past 2 weeks, every single day.
What has been your drink of choice during this rambunctious escapade that you've done to break in the new year?
Corona beer.
With or without the lime?
Mostly without, because it is a fucking pain to prepare. So
I
could have
understand
just-
the hardships that
yeah,
one would
I
one would
could-
have to
I
go
could
through.
I could have bought just the prepared lemon juice, lemon squeezed juice, and I was like, I should do that. But I said that about an Ethernet cable 6 months ago, and I haven't bought it yet. So I was like, I'm just gonna drink it without the lime. I don't give a shit. I drank like 4 with the lime. I was like, you know what? It doesn't make a lot of difference. So,
We gotta
It's
love
fine.
the fucking how he prioritizes it. Just like it's a big big commitment. Ethernet cable or lemon juice. Well, think about it.
well, lemon juice.
Gotta go with the lemon juice,
yeah.
without question.
I found a place that after 6 months, I accidentally found a place who sells Ethernet cables by meter. But I forgot to measure the distance I need. So I was like, oh, next week I'll be here and I'll buy the cable.
I just don't understand this problem like at all. Just like an ether. How is it this difficult? It's an Ethernet cable.
Because I was going to buy on the internet, but it's expensive.
I know it is.
And then there's only expensive pro gamer things close to me, and they sell fucking high-end Ethernet cables that cost them fucking a lot.
Speaking of video
so, like,
games,
yes.
I do have an announcement.
Ooh.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt your Ethernet
No,
cable
it's
stories.
okay. It's okay. I found a cheap Ethernet cable I'll buy.
So, got a few questions about the state of the modern Gamecast, and I did make it pretty clear that we're going a different direction with that one. Since there's a project going up on the Patreon that was launched, or at least Retrocast.patreon, for it's a lot of wrestling content, but anything kind of modern gaming wise or personal projects will just go up on there. Had basically the hosts that it would be the 4th straight year that the Modern Cast would have to change hosts, and instead of committing to yet another new year where history just repeats itself, just go in a different direction. And the truth be told, the main audience that listens to the Modern Gamecast will still get a lot of the video game reviews on the Retrocast retro gaming section. So not a big loss, but just wanted to update that. There you go. So, Tori.
Me.
Yes, you. Mr. Norwegian.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Have you been playing video games? Do you have a PS5?
Of course I don't have a PS5. Jesus
Have you
Christ.
ever seen one in the wild?
I haven't, nor have I been looking for one. I don't want one.
I'm pretty sure they're still fake. I have yet to see one.
Well, you won't get one until they said on a new year, didn't they? But no, either way, I have been playing video games. I've been playing a little bit. Like let's see, I took the time to beat Ghost of Tsushima once I finished my exams. Got that knocked out of the way.
I assume you passed your exams?
I don't know yet. I still have one that's up for review.
Okay.
We'll know on the 18th. But yeah, all the other ones have been passed.
Good.
Hopefully.
Mr. Confident.
Yeah. And then, of course, I started... I recently got... because I haven't been able to get this game, and I've been wanting to play for a while. But they finally made Digimon Cyber Story... Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, available on Steam.
Oh, how about that?
That and the sequels. I was just like... Or the other game, Hacker's Memory. And I was just like, you know what? Sure. So I started that one. That's fun.
Ghost of Tsushima won podcast game of the year for us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, of course, I've been playing more Apex with Hickey. I also got Monster Hunter World, and I start playing that. I'll probably play that a little bit with some friends.
God, that is
every
a
once
fun
in a
game.
while. It is. I played it a little bit, but back then I was the only one the only one of my friends who actually played. So it was just like, it's not fun when you play by yourself all the time. Like I dropped it, but now I have it on PC, so now I can actually play with people, and that's gonna be fun. But yeah,
Monster Hunter Stories and Rise comes out this year, so I might check those out.
I don't have a Switch though, and I don't really want to get one. I'm not the biggest fan of Nintendo, especially not right now.
What did Nintendo do to you now, Tori?
We don't need to get into this. It's a long ass story.
All right, fair enough. I kind of so my goal last year was to play all of the Yakuza games, including Judgment.
Yeah. Fuck, I gotta get Yakuza 7 as well. God damn it! I'm not made of money.
Yakuza 7's fun. I've kind of put that on the back burner. I've been informed that if you chuck that sucker in the PS5, it's way better. So I've kind of decided until I get a PS5, these modern games, if you will, that are coming out, I'm gonna kind of put those on the back burner and instead play a lot of games I've wanted to really beat. And a few of those is I want to play. I've gotten into the first Phoenix Wright game, about halfway through that sucker. That's a lot of fun. I'm halfway through. I restarted and replay. I'm replaying because I didn't finish it before Danganronpa. So I want to do that halfway through that. Dragon Grandpa, yes.
Yes.
I'm very sad. All my favorite characters tend to die as soon as I like them. Weird how that works.
Yeah, well, it do be like that. I mean, it's the type of game. I don't know. I played the first Danganronpa a while ago. Well, part of it, and I don't particularly like Danganronpa as a game. I don't think it's very good. Controversial opinion, I know. But yeah, no, I definitely prefer the Zero Escape games. Those are
yes, fun. And I do want to beat the other two Zero Escape games because I do have those. Yeah, same. I've only played the first one, and yet I have the other one that I just haven't really touched. So you see a theme here with the games I want to be playing?
I'll start it, and then I'll continue. I'll play the rest later, and you don't. I know the feeling.
Well, I mean, there's that theme. Yes, absolutely. I was more leaning towards the whole anime story-ended, kind of visual novel-esque type games, because 13 Sentinels is on that list as well. I want to beat that. But I think the first video game Patreon episode I'm gonna do is the first game I beat in 2021, and you're gonna get a crack out of this one. Death Stranding. Nice. I don't know what possessed me, but I got into this big sci-fi kick, and let me tell you, there was no better relaxing game out there than drinking a scotch, delivering packages in the geologic wilderness that was Death Stranding.
Could have been a better way. Could have cracked the monster.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. Driving back from Maine, I had a Monster energy drink. I was like, man, I'm tired. I gotta stay awake. Got this big long drive. So I finished my usual coffee that I drink. I was about to say coffee like a New Yorker. That was weird. Coffee. That was very strange. So we pulled over, have a Monster, and I would say about half an hour before finally getting home, my stomach is just turning upside down. Like, what is happening? And I just get this, the stomach just evolved into a headache, and I didn't feel well. And as it turns out, at least from what I've been told, I probably should research this on my own, but Monster energy drinks changed their formula or something fairly kind of recently, and it's leading to a lot of people having stomach issues with it. Like, wow. How about that? It's really sucked. So I will not be drinking a Monster energy drink anytime soon.
That's weird. Yeah. They definitely haven't changed the formula here.
But yeah, basically back to the video game part. The goal I have is to play and beat a lot of these story-driven games, and then, any game I beat that isn't kind of the retro game covered for the podcast, it'll just kind of get thrown up on the Patreon for anyone to listen to.
My only gaming goals for this year really is to just, obviously beat Digimon. Do that, try to grind for platinum in Apex because I do want that.
That's going to be.
I'm so annoyed. Me and Hickey were playing, and Hickey was having issues, a lot of issues, which is perfect because we've just reached gold as well, gold rank, which is the third rank you reach on competitive, and it's been a lot of fun for me at least. Hickey was having an awful time, but the funny thing is, the worse he was having, the more he was DCing, the more he was getting punished, the better I was playing.
Yeah. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I literally squad wiped in the last game we played where you just kept DCing. I literally squad wiped with a goddamn wingman. It's like, it's like, what is happening? Why am I playing so well and Hickey is just struggling to stay connected to the game?
Yeah, the servers weren't happy with my presence. Yesterday? No, 2 days ago? Yeah.
2 days ago, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
well. I'll play more Yakuza
kind of
this year, since the whole Yakuza series is coming to Steam.
Yay!
So
that is happening, Congratulations.
Yeah, so I just need the money because that will cost me. I still need to buy Kiwami too. It'll probably cost almost $1,000 to get every single game.
Wow, you can't just import the... You can't just import it all at that point?
I mean, I can buy a PS4, but then it will cost me even more. So I'll just... No, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine.
You can get Xbox Game Pass. I believe a lot of them are on there.
The Yakuza?
Yeah.
Remastered on Xbox?
I think the remastered's coming to Xbox Game Pass in time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Are you sure it even released on Xbox?
Well, I know Zero, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2 are all on Game Pass. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, but I need 3, 4, and 5.
You don't need 3.
6.
No one needs 3.
I need 3.
Listen, man, if you're going to play all of Yakuza, you're going to play all of Yakuza.
I mean, just because I did it doesn't mean Hickey needs to do it.
I mean, yeah, you need to go through the ups and downs.
Well, that was definitely a down.
Well, shit, you want to play Judgment, then prepare yourself.
Judgment was the second worst of the entire series. Although
Okay.
it is significantly better than... Why? Just because it's the lawyer game? Is that why you're insulted, Hickey?
No, I just heard it's very bad. If I'm going to play a fucking lawyer game, I play fucking Phoenix Wright. That game is awesome.
Objection!
Objection!
I had to. Overruled. Get the fuck out of here.
No, you don't understand. I will keep screaming to present my case.
It was fun to play on the DS because you could just scream at the DS trying to play it.
Was that a feature on the DS?
It was. You could just scream objection, and then the command would just pop out.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Hold it, objection. I don't know if it works on the PC born thing. I wish it would. Like, if you have a...
If it doesn't, somebody would eventually mod in a function for that.
Mod in a microphone.
Well, you don't mod in a microphone, but like a receptor for that. It's like, hold it. He said, hold it. Oh, hey guys, he said the line.
All right. Let's move this sucker along. We're 20 minutes in at this point. Let's play I'm gonna play Dragon Ball Z drop. We can do the moving bar and seasonal outlook. Hooray! All right. Podcast has gone on to its next section. It is a new year, new season. I know we're already like 4 episodes into the new season, but regardless. Winter 2021 outlook. A lot of sequels.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Basically.
Hickey, let's start with you.
am.
What are you gonna be watching any of these things?
I'm watching a bunch of sequels. I think that's about it. There's no drive to watch new stuff. Because like I didn't see any new things that well aside Hataraku Saibo Black. I guess that counts as a
Technically a sequel because it is like
It's a spin-off. It's a spin-off. You have the second season of Hataraku Saibo.
I know, but I thought it took place technically after the first season, but I don't know.
Well, it's a different person, different body, isn't it?
Yeah,
I know it's different, but either way, the information.
And for some reason, Hataraku Saibo second season by David Productions will only have 8 episodes. So
yeah, I would imagine
nothing
the virus
convinced me to see the gaming one. And there's an idol anime I'll watch, but aside that, everything is like sequels. We have Omomusume second season, fun times. What is the Log Horizon third season? Look at that.
Yeah.
World Trigger second season.
God help us.
Oh.
Another season of No Known Beauty, and third season of No Known Beauty, and yeah, pretty much every single thing are sequels or spin-offs. There's a new World Witches anime, which is just everyday life stuff. There's nothing much to it. It's just comedy and stuff. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter much. But, yeah.
Yeah, I only got the 3 penciled in. That's probably the top 3 of the season, or at least the ones that most people are watching. Dr. Stone continues, Promise Neverland continues, and then the final season of Attack on Titan. Gotta finish it. I have to. It's like required at this point. Yeah. It's just another news. I am catching up on and finishing a lot of the ones just kind of in the seasonal backlog. I'm fully caught up with Sorcery Fight. Decent action, pretty bad plot, no good characters really at all, but nonetheless, watching it. And then I'm still into Fire Force Season 2. It's just this new continent that they've gotten to. It seemed like it was going places. Not feeling it where I'm at in this juncture. We'll see. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Tori, how about you?
Yeah, basically it's a sequel to the season for me. Again, Attack on Titan, Promise Neverland Season 2, Dr. Stone, ReZero Season 2 Part 2, because, there's that. Beastar second season I'll be watching, enjoying that.
Yeah, I need to watch Beastars. I never did pick it up.
Obviously, Log Horizon. I guess I'll check out Hataraku Saibo Black, just because it seems a little bit more my style. The original, I dropped the original Celsa work just because, after like 7 or 8 episodes, I got kind of bored of it. It's it's mostly the same. You get the concept quite fast. And as for new stuff, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people on my timeline whatnot mention bottom tier character Tomosaki-kun, which is based on a light novel. I've heard a lot of talk about that one lately, and well, not even lately, for a long time. So it's getting an anime, and I don't know. It doesn't say the synopsis doesn't make it sound too good, but I'll give it a few episodes to see what it's all about. It's my project number 9 after all, and as we all know, they're an amazing studio who only makes high quality shows. So,
oh, no thanks. Yeah, that's a studio that I look at and I go, you're kind of on that list. What was that anime called?
Amazing. Bottom tier character Tomosaki-kun, or Jakukara Tomosaki-kun.
Jakukara. Let's see.
CH.
Chakukara.
Jakuchara.
There it is. Jakuchara.
Yes.
Jakukara. Character.
Jakuchira Tomozaki-kun. There we go.
It's that there Jakuchira Tomosaki-kun.
Dude, Tori, I loved your southern accent. You really nailed it. I'm actually quite surprised with that.
Let me translate this from Japanese to American.
Sorry, no, it's translating from Japanese to Southern American.
Specifically.
You need different styles of American for different people, depending on where in America they're from.
Dude, Tori, I'm not kidding. That was so good. I almost expected you to go hot, toot, and spit, and you hear the ting in the corner.
I wish I could, but I don't have anything to spit in, so...
You just spit on your 2021 Western spit there. Anyways. All right, so moving bar. We just gonna throw it on?
Yeah, sure. Let's do
yeah,
moving
why not?
bar as well.
So, yeah, we got some gems here. Got fucking Fate Stay Night from 2006. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, for those new listeners out there, the way we do this is anything that qualifies for a retro review must be 15 years old from the season that's playing, minimum. So we, upon each new season, we then go back 15 years to see what anime, just for fun, are now now qualify to be up for review. So yes, Fate Stay Night from 2006, the gem of the show. Is,
if anybody listening wants us to talk about these shows, then you all know what you got to do. You got to spam JD and be like, give us this. And then we'll promise we'll get to it in like 3 to 4 years. Something like that.
Ayakashi Japanese classic horror is up there now. Yeah.
That is one that I watched already, and it's very good. Yeah. One that I would like to know. I know Hickey doesn't want to do Ergo Proxy because he really likes Ergo Proxy, and there's a curse about reviewing your favorite shows on the podcast. But,
what do you mean curse? We did Detective Conan, and we all loved it.
We never did Detective Conan.
I mean, Conan. Oh my God.
You're the only one who
Future Boy Conan. Sorry. Jesus, I'm sorry. I have Detective Conan on the mind. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Detective Conan. That's right.
Well, he's got to detect the things and the earthquakes and the such.
I guess somehow, yeah. And of course, we have other good shit like the actual 6-episode TV series of Papillon Rose, which I haven't seen, but I watched the OVA, which is
God help
beautiful.
Yeah, just the OVA is amazing.
Okay, it is.
Reviewed it.
So what are we implying that we're not going to do Ergo Proxy?
We're not doing Ergo Proxy.
I've never seen Ergo Proxy.
Let's just keep Man Globe in its grave. Let's not defile.
It was good, dude.
It was extremely good. That's why they died. They were so good, they only did what they thought it was good to do, and that killed them.
But... I don't know, man. We've done Lane, we've done Razafon. I think Ergo Proxy kind of needs to hit the list at some point.
Guys, I also realized Hellsing Ultimate started in winter, the OVA. That's a good one.
That's an awesome one.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
So did Blood Plus.
I love Hellsing Ultimate. Yeah. Hellsing Ultimate is amazing. So there's some good stuff here.
Yeah, we're well, here's the thing. Now that
Lemon, new generation,
Now that we're in 2006, that qualifies. A lot of anime are going to come up that people will clamor for.
Wreck.
Not that one.
Oh my God, Wreck is good. The fuck are you talking about? Man, Wreck is awesome.
Hickey, I would believe you, but there is this thing about your track record. Your track record of stuff that I don't like, not so much what people listen to.
No. Wreck is good. Wreck is nice.
It is from Shaft, so maybe.
Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, a new translation 3. Love is the pulse of the stars. The fuck happened to you, Gundam?
A lot of stuff
happened. Gundam goes through a lot of changes over the years.
Yeah, no, there's some interesting shows here. So yeah, again, if you see anything from winter 2006 or hell before, and you would like us to talk about it, then just again spam JD about it, or any of us for that matter.
And hurt me.
We'll cream them on the new generation,
and we will we'll consider it. We'll put it on the list, and then we'll promise to do one, maybe, possibly, and then
One day, maybe.
One day, maybe.
We don't exactly have the best track record of getting on stuff immediately. It's kind of just like, it's in consideration.
It's in consideration for 6 months from now.
Yeah, and by 6 months, you mean like 2 years, but yes.
Oh, come on. I mean, just because this podcast is 4 years old now, it doesn't mean...
I'm pretty sure we still have recommendations that we never got to.
No, we kind of got them all.
We'll see.
I think we got them all.
Either way.
Either way.
My friend is still waiting the Sensei episode that we promised 4 years ago. It's like, I know we went through everything. And there's that one recommendation that never got even considered.
I mean, let's be real though. The only reason why that never got considered is because Saint Seiya is fucking long.
That hasn't stopped us before.
No, it hasn't. But this was before we did the whole like breaking stuff up and watching like parts of it and then stopping and then coming back. So it's like,
I mean, we do have Cat's Eye on the docket. We could realistically replace it.
No, I know, but well, I don't want to replace Cat's Eye. I want you guys to do it. But again, like I said,
I'm just throwing it out there. I don't want to replace Cat's Eye.
The thing with Cat's Eye is that like it doesn't really matter. Cat's Eye is technically 2 seasons put together, and you don't even need to watch the entire thing because it doesn't end.
Well,
you'll get the gist of what it's about real fucking fast.
We'll get there one day.
Anyway, so that's the moving bar and the seasonal stuff. I guess it's time to review these 2 anime here. Oh boy. Play this drop.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Midnight Submarine.
Midnight Submarine. It feels like forever since I've played that for you, Tori.
I'm so glad I can't hear it.
Shout out to the Arashimon episode, Stuff of Legend.
It was fun.
It's fun times.
For you, maybe.
But Attack Punisher Girl Gautaman and its sequel titled Gut. I sure felt this anime in my gut. But Attack Punisher Girl Gautaman are Ai to Kanashimi no Final Battle. So
yeah, the final battle between love and tragedy.
Tragedy.
Yeah. Let me try to pronounce this Japanese title. It has Dengeki Oshoiki Musume Gautaman Tanjohen.
Ah, yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Gautaman. Yeah. Goot. Goot.
But they don't say gout.
It's got, something has the gout. Oh my god. Okay. As a devout Christian, the naive Mari Amachi joins the Perfect Religion Academy, only to find her roommate Saori Minami kidnapped shortly after. Gasp. Praying to her own god, the Christian one, Buddha himself appears before her, offering her the powers of Gautaman, which translates to, I guess, warrior of the Buddha, or Buddha soldier. She can transform then into a magical girl who uses the power of her sumo belt to battle the evil and the perverse Black Buddha gang. You know, saying this out loud makes this anime sound ridiculous.
No, never.
Yeah. As the sumo loincloth tightens, her strength increases, and not even a wedgie from Darth Vader can defeat her. Will burying her butt be too much for the innocent Mari, or will she accept her fate and use her derriere for justice? That is a summary from Anime Planet. Now I'm curious to what the sequels are. The sequels summary. Gautaman is back and ready to bring justice to the Black Buddha gang, who are still terrorizing the Perfect Religion Academy. Unfortunately, her alter ego Mari has fallen in love with the group's leader, Tobi Shima, who has been tasked with killing the bare-bottomed hero. Will their romantic feelings overcome this murderous intent, or is Mari destined to be alone as the scantily clad champion forever?
Ah, yes, of course.
Of course.
Oh, man.
So, this anime came out in the spring of 1994 by Studio Movic, I guess. Anime Planet has Saint Signpost, whatever that studio is.
Wait, which studio?
Yeah,
it says Saint Signpost.
Okay, here the studios are Animate Film and Studio Kikon.
Produced. Let's see.
Oh my god. Studio Kikon? The fuck have you been doing this whole time? Absolutely nothing. Only weird stuff.
Ah, there we go. Studio Kikon. Yes. They've done
Oh,
such
yeah.
classics as...
The highest score they have is a 6.59 on a shoujo anime for kids.
The one that
I-
people have watched the most on Mal is Zettai Shogeki Platonic Heart.
Yeah.
Who could forget?
Such a classic
Master
anime.
martial art.
Yeah, so a...
Action ecchi martial arts.
Oh yeah.
The director listed, and for all I know this could be made up, Iku Suzuki, a man that knows nothing but winning. He's full of win. He's done other shows like Dear-S, or Deers, I guess as people would call it.
Dear
Moonlight
Dear.
Mile. Dude, this is a rough list. Episode director for various, or it's a Yatsura episode, so at least that's some...
Hey, he was the director for Happy Lesson.
What the fuck is a
He was
happy
indeed
lesson?
The director for Happy Lesson.
Well, you wanna know what a Happy Lesson is?
Let me tell you a story about the fucking mid 2000s.
Yeah, it's from the same people who did. I'm pretty sure it's a visual of it. It's from the same people who did School Days.
God damn it.
Listen, man, this guy's full of win. You said it
Full
yourself.
of win. I don't know when this phrase happened, but it's really popping up for Butt Attack Punisher Girl. This full of win moment. So, our main characters, Mari, Saori Manami, and then our various rambunctious people that get involved. This... So, for an anime that came out in 94, I will say the character art... here's a positive. I like the character art. Right up my alley. I was a fan.
At times, yes. Although at other times it goes to absolute shit, but I guess that's to be expected.
Well, I mean, I guess not the character design by itself. The rest
No,
of
but
it.
the actual art of it, like the way they fucking pose in certain scenes, they just completely melted. Like hard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when it says character design, I'll just go like the static character as they look perfectly on screen. Not so much when they are animated, because, yeah, there were some interesting things in the animation.
There was a lot of interesting things in this anime in general. Not just the
Yeah, that
animation.
is true.
Yeah, the genre's listed. It says parody, but I couldn't figure out what it was being a parody of.
The main Darth Vader made an
Well, I
appearance.
mean, that was...
They are parodying literally anything, but it's not even a parody. It's like a referential comedy thing. Like I'm talking about. It's like, now I watched a unofficial fan sub, and I don't know if this was in.
Hold on. You made that sound like you can't be doing that.
I know, right? But like, so when I was watching that, right, I swear to God, every scene transition you have to pause because it's just like character reference, name reference, character reference, plot reference, this reference, that reference, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ! They're including references to anything and everything with absolutely no regard for anything or how this will even work put together, because it doesn't. It doesn't make any fucking sense. There is no need for these to even be. Some of these are literally just fucking. Some of the characters are literally just references to popular idols at the time for no fucking reason. It's
I did notice the wall of text explaining the reference that would pop up at the top. I really liked my favorite reference for those of wondering was the Onita reference. Atsushi Onita, who's a famous deathmatch wrestler from the 90s.
So not the Terminator reference. I got it.
No, it was not a Terminator reference. It was a deathmatch wrestler reference. I was like, oh, okay.
I fucking lost it when that dude just fucking like rips his skin off of it. I'm just like, no. Oh my fucking God, you did. Why?
The Darth Vader one was definitely the most obvious. Yeah, it's a soldier of the Black Buddha. He's dressed like a sumo wrestler, but he has the Darth Vader mask on, clear as day for all of us to see.
And his name is literally Dark Vader. So yeah.
Dark Vader, yeah. Or no, it was Dark Veda.
Yeah, well, Vader.
Veda, yeah. There was also like Street Fighter character references afoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shredder, I believe, made an appearance as well.
Yep. No, like I said, there is just like, this is literally just a dude who sat down and just like, all right, just think of references. What do you know?
What are the things that have been popular in the last 5 years?
It's not just write them all down and be like, all right, this needs to be in the script. Like, how are we going to work all these things in?
Wait a minute.
Figure it out.
So, if you couldn't guess, this was based on a manga. Let's see here.
Yeah.
The manga came out when?
Like that. A lot of the references are just Western things. I was like, why would you? Who is your target in here? What is your
Westaboos?
Westaboos, probably.
Does not say when the manga came out.
No, it does not. So that's a good start.
Let's assume 1989
Masakatsu Yamaguchi.
or 1990. Either way.
What is, dude? I don't know what Ampo. Well, it's not that guy.
So the story of Butt Attack Punisher Girl Gautaman. So I knew nothing of this coming in other than I believe on a past episode it just popped up on my Anime Planet timeline. I was like, we gotta do this because it sounds absurd. It was definitely absurd. So it's a 2-episode OVA situation. Both episodes are 45 minutes long. Episode 1, I generally laughed at the whole time. I generally had a good time with it. It is, by definition, it's so bad it's good territory. So, as I'm watching it, and this begins and it starts going into all this religious tone and explaining this girl's a Hindu, this girl's a devout Christian, and then just bam, there's like lesbian undertones throughout the entire time, and then she gets kidnapped. So we're 9 minutes in the show and I'm already seeing a Hindu girl being stripped, tied up from a bunch of dudes in masks, stripping her naked, and then wanting to clearly do unspeakable things to her. And then we're introduced to Mari's transformation. Yeah, don't forget what.
Don't forget about the about the propaganda newspaper guy. I like that. I can make anyone believe anything just by writing it in the school paper.
Very timely indeed. Yeah, that was also funny. It's that okay. So he goes, if you read this 100 minutes off your life will be taken away. It's like, that's very specific. And then she just takes it and tears it up. Oh, she's defeated my newspaper. Yeah. The what is with, is there a religious instance that I'm missing where this is there something in sumo wrestling that has Buddhist undertones that I'm not aware of?
I neither know Buddhism nor sumo wrestling, so I couldn't answer that question.
Yeah.
Sumo wrestling Buddha influence.
All I know is that Buddhists also like rap battling each other. That's about it.
From religious ritual to elite sport. Oh.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
Oh, I learned something today.
I learned
how
something
about
that I'll
that?
forget in another week.
It's part of a Shinto religious ceremony to welcome in the new year. Hey! Hey! Look at that. It all worked out.
It did. Man, Buddhism. I'm starting to reconsider this. Rap battling, sumo wrestling. Maybe we were wrong.
We've had it wrong the whole time. So let me describe this outfit that one soldier of Buddha wears to save the devout Hindu from being, well, it's not beat around the bush, raped by a bunch of men in a cult. Anyways, she has a
Normal stuff.
Excuse me, Hickey?
Normal stuff.
No, yeah, normal 90s anime stuff.
Well, more normal cult stuff.
Oh, normal cultist stuff, yes.
Yeah.
She has a transformation urn of some kind on her shoulder. She has a sick 80s single visor across her eyes, which hides her identity.
Of course.
Yes.
She has I don't know the name, the Arabic turban, but it's more of it looks like it's a Hindu base with the jewel and the feather coming out on top. She has a bikini top on with the Buddhist kind of rope bead situation that kind of entangles her body and goes down her vagina and then circles around her leg. The sumo belt, which also functions as a G-string. She's able to pull out an attack fan from the cloth that protects her vagina. She beats people up with that. And then nice thigh-high boots. Leather boots. That's her outfit.
Yeah. And a tank top.
So, it's quite the hero of justice attire, I do say so myself. And the people in the show make fun of her for it. So I'm like, yeah, okay. A lot.
Who would bare their bottom like that? What shameless people.
I mean, she was ashamed that she showed her bare bottom to men as she cried out into the distance and prayed to Jesus. I did genuinely laugh when she prayed to her Saint Mary statue.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, give me the power. Please save my roommate that I just met an hour ago. And then Buddha comes. Where the fuck's Jesus?
Yeah, I don't know. Nah, I fucking love like what happens later as well. Like finally somebody just went and did it. The whole like stupid, this hides my identity. No one knows me. And then it's just like in the fucking second over here, her dad just shows up and be like, bitch, why are you showing your booty to people? It's like, how do you know? It's like, you think I don't know my own daughter? Oh, you could tell. Of course I could tell. You have your goddamn birthmark on your ass. And it's like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
The birthmark mole situation becomes very important.
Yeah. I really think I don't know my own daughter's butt? Do you have any ideas how many times I had to clean your shit? Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Fair enough.
If you transform into that whore one more time, I'm taking you out of this school and putting you in another one. It's like I don't know what the religious school has to do with her exhibitionist activities.
Well, clearly something.
Yeah. So I did look this up. I was wondering if Buddhism has something to do with if you remove some sort of cloth from them, if there's a belief. Yeah, there's no belief there. So yeah, the Buddha statue dude that comes in, he's like, well, if you remove her sumo cloth, she will die. Like, oh.
What? So you're trying to tell me they don't lose their Buddhists don't lose their power if you remove their clothing?
I was wondering if there's some sort of religious belief that you have to wear a certain item of religious tone, and if you take it off, I don't know, you can't reach nirvana as fast or something. I was wondering if there was. Look, I was looking way more into these things as I should have. I will admit to that.
You cannot power up without your monk outfit.
Look, she powers up by, well, yanking the cloth into her ass and vagina as hard as they can.
As one does.
Ass one does. Yes, I agree, Tori. So, animation-wise, let's talk about the animation here. Hickey.
Amazing. Man.
Fantastic.
When she caught that fucking katana with her butt, that was, man, well animated. Yeah. No, there's nothing to talk about the animation because the animation is as bare bones as it can be.
What are you talking about? I swear it was really redefining stop motion video.
Well, I mean, I guess you can say that about every single animation, since it's technically, you know.
Then it's
Anyway.
not really redefining anything, is it?
Yeah.
Oh man, nah. The animation in these OVAs is just like, this is the epitome of like. I don't even want to say low budget OVA because of course it is, but like, you know, it's just like this was not a
We tried
serious
our
project.
best.
Did they though? I don't know. Maybe they did. Only the director knows for sure if he was trying very hard between, you know, snorting coke to stay awake and shit like that.
Tori, are you implying that the animation director was on drugs making this?
Yes, but not just because of this. Mostly just because of the fucking harsh working conditions and scheduling at the time. It's not actually as uncommon shit like stories like that to come out.
I gotta make the next 100 cells. All right, let's go, brother.
When you're working off of like no sleep for the last, I don't know, week and a half, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It becomes a little bit hard.
Good God.
Oh, man.
So it's split into two OVAs. The first OVA I will admit, really funny. I thought, yes, this is very stupid. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Haha, see what I did there?
There's very many buts about it. What do you mean?
There's a lot of buts about it. It did feel episodic, like they were just kind of going through the motions. But the way they kept doing it was very strange. With the beginning arc, she gets the power. The middle arc, she fights, you know, our arch villain minions a couple times, and then it ends. And then we watch. And if you want to finish the story, you got to watch the second one, which was not as funny, more action oriented. And when it's bad animation, not what I was going into it hoping for. I'm contextualizing this the best I can, guys. Work with me here.
Don't want to spoil anything.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
You can't spoil what happens in the sumo Darth Vader fight.
Oh yeah.
And then it kind of breaks down into a love story between our main character Mari and the I guess lead henchman of the Black Buddha group. What happened to the Pope?
Yeah, fuck the Pope.
Fuck the Pope?
Yeah, the Pope.
Yeah.
So we don't know what happened to the Pope?
Yeah, no. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean? Like the whole Terminator thing? Hello?
Right.
Are we all forgetting that the whole fucking Terminator scene at the end? Like, hello?
Yeah. I tried my best to forget this show.
Right, as she's leaving on the train because her dad did indeed rip her out of the school for transforming. He did warn her. He did warn her. Yeah, there was, it like cuts to the bottom of an ocean or lake or some shit, and it's like here's red eyes. Like, okay, is there more? There's not more.
That's when they were like, dude, if this stuff's full, we'll make a third OVA, and then it came out and they were like, man, I can't believe nobody wanted to watch this. I can't believe nobody wanted to buy this. It's only like $500.
Yeah.
For the low price of a fake PS5.
There was no PS5 back in the 90s. Come on now.
Ah, you're right. Silly to make such a reference.
Here's a 10 yen coin. That's your budget for the third OVA.
I mean, I'm sure you can make it work.
Knowing the Japanese animation industry, they sure can. But I don't want to know if they went for Wit Studio around and just wait people.
Clearly, this one needs to be remade by Wit Studio.
Oh yeah. He'll do that in 2 weeks.
Oh my god, this is why they fucking never mind. Let's move on.
Yeah, send in the channel just like my parody thing. What is Gautaman parody?
The ways the Black Buddha was trying to find the identification of Mari was absolutely absurd. It did make me laugh how she this is after, like, for example, after the Dark Veda fight, and she managed to ass print herself onto the armor, and then they used that, they made a mold of the butt print, and then their grand idea was, we're gonna have a beauty contest for this religious school. And everyone's like, yeah, I'll join, whatever. And then it goes, here's the contest, your butt must match this.
Yeah, man.
This is a ploy to find out who Gautaman is.
It's the most objective way to find beauty, you know? Like, this is the perfect bot. Whoever matches it.
Who's the samurai sword reference? I forget.
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure it's in the contest, no? It's in the video contest?
Right, right. So they had a samurai there, so they would rip the girls from the audience, because of course they thought the contest was stupid. And the samurai's tasked with cutting the bottom part of their skirts and panties off, so then they can pick the chick up and shove her butt into the plant, and then it has a pass fail sound to it. But they always put in they put in the line, a nice little one-liner of, your butt isn't firm enough to fit this mold, you fail. And then afterwards, your fat ass was too much, it spilled over the mold. And she's hurt and upset, and this really upset Mari, as her friend had a giant ass. So
yeah, and then we see the butt catching sword technique.
We did in that same scene. Arguably the best moment in the show.
Arguably.
Is there a better one? Tori, can you think of one? Mr. Mouse Clicker over there?
I'm not clicking my mouse. Me.
Hickey, Mr. Me. Mouse Clicker, is there a better scene?
Well, in my opinion, no. I just said that.
Tori?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not. You seem to be really liking the Terminator scene a lot.
Well, kind of. It's just stupid because it's like the whole fucking like, oh, they defeated a bad guy, and it's like, but you have the Pope left. What will he do when he just fucking stands up and does something that we don't get to see in front of the vice principal? The vice principal's like, oh no. And then we cut, and it's literally just fucking Terminator, fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger rampaging, and I'm like, of course he is.
I'll give you a scene that almost convinced me I was watching softcore porn.
The octopus scene.
Oh, we can't not talk about the octopus scene.
Yeah, I was wondering how far I'd actually go with that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, here's a bunch of dudes with an octopus gimmick. I wonder what they're going to do with the tentacles. It's exactly what you thought they were going to do with the tentacles. Up and down the skirts. Oh, my weak spot. Oh,
oh, my weak spot. Ah, yes.
A real line. Don't take that out of context.
Oh, no. The context is there.
That is context.
Yeah, so, that is the context.
Yeah, so Gautaman's fighting these octopus dudes, octopi, and their grand attack was this mini octopus creature that they threw into her butthole, her anal area, and it proceeded to suck the energy out of her and grow, and the tentacles slowly slithered into the nether region of the vagina, and it got to a massive size, and she was moaning She was blushing. The men around her, if this anime was made in 2006, they would have had their phones out, taking pictures of her. But instead, they were gasping and drooling and really into it. And I found myself questioning many things that brought me to that moment.
Why are we here?
And the
Just to
scene is,
suffer.
yeah, why? I was like, why am I here? And the scene climaxed, if you will, with vinegar being thrown on the octopus, and she gets somehow like chucked out the window or some shit. And no, that's later, isn't it? Or is that the same? Whatever. There's a scene where she flies out the window, and everyone's convinced she's dead.
It's before Marty falls out of the window, and then she comes back and Gautaman's like, "It's
correct.
okay, I saved your friend."
Yep.
She's okay.
Don't worry, I saved her. Yes. Well, she lands bare vagina first into the face of her Toby Shima guy, whatever his name was.
Yes.
Toby.
Yeah.
Toby. We'll call him Toby.
Toby.
And
Happiest day of that man's life.
I will say, yeah, he had the best day of his life. He stuck the landing in that position. He just got to give this girl oral sex in a second. He saw the mole, by the way. That was a very key moment. Little did we know that was a key plot moment in the story.
Oh, yes.
How about the lesbianism in this show?
I mean,
we
sure.
could break this down into some big breaking boundaries situation here, and the tonal struggle, emotional mental damage that what's her face? I don't want to get it wrong. It's very important. Saori was going through in her emotional struggle throughout this show.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm getting her. So okay, cool. You've been saved a bunch of times now, and you're just like, you know what, girls. I did get a look at that nice Gautaman ass, so kind of starting to realize I dig that.
I don't know. It seemed like she was attracted to Mari from the get-go in the opening scene when she picked her up on the bike. She's like, she's cute.
Sure, kinda. I guess it was always there, but even still, it's like it doesn't really become anything until after Gautaman. So I don't know. To me, it just seems like a case of just like finally accepting herself. I guess it's just like, you know what, I'm into that.
I'm into that. There was the bathtub scene where Mari's struggling to come to fruition with her Gautaman transformations. She's all embarrassed, and Saori gets in the tub. Move over, legs up. Isn't it weird how our butts are touching like this in the tub? Oh, and there's and then it was like something out of not Sailor Moon. Shit. What was that anime called?
Good question. What was it called?
It was called Revolutionary Girl Utena. My God.
Oh,
I found it. With all, the flowers going around the screen and in this artistic way, and then they actually animated flowers blooming up from the water out of their vaginas. Oh, if you reveal the secret, then it won't come true. No mental struggles you want to go into, Hickey?
No, not really. I mean, it wasn't very important.
not for this show.
Well, I guess. Again, it was like, yeah. The friend doesn't have any personality. There's nothing to her. So they probably just gave her the well, and I don't want to go into religion that much.
Pick the wrong show for that.
Yeah, I guess. Like, she doesn't have anything. Very, very lazy written to the mangaka part. The only thing she did was scream, and she got kidnapped once. And then she would just meddle in stuff that wasn't her problem and end up stripped or something like that. I was like, well, she's just a plot thing. She doesn't serve any other purpose. She doesn't have a outstanding personality. Let's just make her interested in girls and move on, because that's going to put flavor into the show, because we're just not, we need to have a love triangle of some sort. And we all know that Mari will go fuck with the pretty boy instead with the Hindu girl. So she's gonna get the cell, she's gonna get sad in the second OVA because we need plot stuff in the end. So that's why I didn't pay much attention and I don't have a lot to comment on it.
Are you saying to me that you did not devote a lot of brain power to butt attack Punisher Girl?
I did devote a lot of brain power to butt.
To watch it. I
did devote a lot of brain power to the butt.
Yeah, I like butts.
Oh man.
But again, even though I wasted a lot of brain power in this, doesn't mean I need to have an opinion on every single aspect of the show. And
of course you do, Wiki. We have a podcast.
The best.
Why we're here, brother.
The best friend is just one of those situations where I'll just, look at the references, fucking Darth Vader sumo stripping girls because that's not the way of the sumo, and then he just rips the bloomers so they can use the actual fundoshi, right? I'll pay attention to that. That is way more interesting than whatever the fuck the Hindu girl is doing in the background.
That was a real thing.
It was.
Yeah.
Again, this show is just absurd. So,
all right. Let's then skip to the end. So there's a final battle between Gautaman and Tobishima as the Black Buddha henchman leader, and they're battling like something straight out of Yu Yu Hakusho in like the swampland. He's kicking her ass. He sees the mole on her ass. It's like, he takes the visor off. Oh, it's Mari. and somehow Gautaman channels more Buddha power and kills him.
Yeah, man. Tragic love.
He
gotta have that in there.
Actually died.
He actually died. He got. Hey, man, listen. I'm not saying he deserved it. But they did have that conversation together where he was just like, and Gautaman is such a fucking slut.
He did call her a whore.
Yeah.
That was really funny. That's such a whore. Oh, God. No, they weren't pulling punches here.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Buddy's dad agreed with him. So, there's that. Who was really in the wrong.
Anyways, I gave part 1 a 4, part 2 a 2.
I gave both a 3.
Well, it evens out to a 3 for me. Yeah.
I gave both a 2.
Oh, okay, Tori. Explain yourself.
I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't even laugh at anything in particular. It's kind of.
You're telling me that you did not find it so bad it's funny territory for at least part 1, which I mean that's why I bumped it up to a 4.
No, I did not. I kind of just watched it and I was like, all right, this is a thing. This exists.
Thank God I was watching a stream by the side. 45 minutes of this. Yeah, I mean some parts of the first one are fine. Same with the second one. It's not enough to differentiate both of them.
See, I thought it was.
I like the character design. It looks like something early 80s for a night show. Yeah, no. I have nothing to this one.
So 3, and 2, basically.
It is very interesting to check it out. That's the best.
I think it's worth watching with some friends, having a couple of drinks, and just laughing about how stupid it is.
I guess, but even then, I do something else.
Think there's if you do that in a regular basis and you don't have any other shitty anime to watch, then yes. Because that one, even if I did that, I sat down, I got wasted with my friends, and said, "Let's go watch some shit." Then first, I would watch some awesome ecchi but good show with them. There's a bunch of like High School of the Dead out there, which is awesome to watch while wasted. A bunch of those kind of shows. So this one wouldn't be in the priority of the list. If you do that regularly, then at some point you won't have shows anymore, and you need kind of a pause. But Attack comes in. It's hard to do. Like, it's hard to find a case for this show. It is interesting, just that. An interesting idea, and not even an idea, an interesting concept. Let's stop at concept, because there are no ideas involved in this anime.
Yeah, no, it's basically somebody was just like, what's the topic that people like? Religion. And so let's completely ignore it. Let's just chunk a bunch of religions together and then say, fuck it doesn't matter. Buddhism, motherfucker.
Facts of life that we live by. Our next episode is Ikki Tousen. Hooray!
Yay! A better butt anime. With battle.
Yeah.
We're kicking off 2021 with all the butts.
I will rewatching it. Look at that.
2021 is the year of the ox, and last time I checked, an ox does have a butt.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the fucking art on Twitter and everywhere else? Of course.
Yeah, of course. It's my Pixiv is only my Pixiv is plagued with cow printed bikinis.
Exactly. It's the year of the ox.
Me who likes a small chest, like his chest right now.
Oh, please.
So, is Ikki Tousen not on Crunchyroll?
Is it not? Did they remove it?
I don't see any videos here.
Oh, shit, son.
Start watching. No, there isn't there. Uh-oh.
I guess the license must have ran out then.
Well, I mean, didn't Sony and Funimation buy Crunchyroll?
Sure. And I guess the license must have run out.
Well, there is a full YouTube thing here, but there's like some deleted videos for some episodes, so.
So probably. Just...
Oh man.
You'll find it. It's available.
Amazon Prime. Only season 3 and 4? That's weird.
Here it says it was licensed by Funimation.
I'm not subscribed to Funimation.
Neither am I, and I don't plan to.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Fuck them.
Is it on Anime Lab? I wonder if it's on
those
Anime Lab.
pieces of trash. Should I watch it on the Portuguese dub?
Yes, definitely. You definitely should.
I think there's a Portuguese dub.
Of course there is.
Anyways.
But I don't know if it's Brazilian Portuguese.
That's okay. You'll figure it out.
Okay, you'll be okay. You'll be okay, Hickey. All right, well, join us in the next episode for Ikki Tousen. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Goodbye.